Starting from this video, we're going to learn the part B of chapter 14. So what we learn in part A is the step number 4 of the regression analysis. So we look at how to obtain the regression model, including how to estimate the simple linear regression model and how to interpret the slope, and how to test the quality sample using R-square and how to interpret R-square. And then at the end, we look at how to test in the population model, which means if we can use this sample model to analyzing the population. So we look at the significant tests and also confidence interval for slope. So for this chapter, part B, chapter 14, part B, what we're going to see is given we have a good model. So after you finish testing the sample model, testing the population model, now we want to use our model to do the forecasting. So here we're going to learn two different kinds of forecasting. So one is called a point estimation, another one is called a interval estimation. So before we start to look at the concept, and I want you to get your handout ready. So first of all, you should have your chapter 14 handout ready, so which you should already download or print it out, because we already use this handout in chapter 14 part A. And the second, make sure you're going to get your attendance check that Word document ready. So that Word document ready, because at the end of this week, by Friday, you should submit this handout to the D2L. So let's go back to the concept. So let's back to the concept. So as I said, first of all, we're going to look at is how to do the point estimation. And so for the point estimation, what we usually will do is we substitute the given value of x1 into the estimated regression equation and using the corresponding value of y as the point estimate. So actually this one is pretty straightforward. Let me demonstrate it using the example we already discussed. So this example is about the 8th employee, and so we look at what's the relationship between the number of years they worked for the firm and how many shares they are holding. So basically the x variable is the year and y variable is the number of the share they hold. So in chapter 14 part A, chapter 14 part A, we already estimate the equation, right? So we already estimate the equation, and so we conclude that so our estimated regression equation equal to y hat equal to 44.314 plot 38.7558. So this is from chapter 14 part A. So we understand the relationship between x and y are represented by this equation. So in this chapter, like I said, we're looking at how to use the model to do the estimation. That's why we have this question number B. So for employee who has been with the firm 10 years, what is predicted number of share of the stock owned? So we're actually going to use the model we developed to predict for this employee. He worked for the firm for 10 years. Can we predict how many shares they own? So how can we answer this question? Yes, if you notice that the number you see in this question, 10 years, so that actually is the value for x. So we already know the relationship between x and y because our simple linear regression equation, so y hat equal to 44.314 plus 38.7558 times x. So we know the value of x. Now we try to get a value of y. So basically what we're going to do is x value equal to 10, and we plug in back to the equation, and we will be able to receive value of y. So y is the value for the share the employee owned. So that is our prediction. So let's perform this calculation together. So y hat equal to 44.314 plus 38.7558 times x. So this equation we obtained in chapter 14 part A. So now we look at when x equal to 10, what's value equal to y. So we just need to plug in 10. So then we will receive 43.87. So that's the answer for this question.